In this video, I'm going to be answering a question I get every single day to the public, okay? Why no one wants your deals, why people aren't responding to your text, your emails, your phone calls right now in October 2022, moving to 2023 with the rate hikes, the recessionary environment we're in. Why does no one want your wholesale deal right now? In this video, I'm going to be breaking that down to you. It comes down to really underwriting, which is a few things. The first thing of underwriting is the first thing we're going to go over is using the right comps. Then we're going to move into actually finding comparables, and then we're going to move into actually evaluating repair costs, what the home needs. I'm not going to get too into depth on the actual disposition side after that. That'll be another video, but this video is going to pretty much be underwriting 101 and why no one wants your deal right now. So stay tuned. I'm going to be sharing my screen with you, going over a few tactical steps, underwriting some live deals for you here on this call, on this YouTube video. So please stay tuned. I'm going to show you guys why no one wants your deal right now. So now I got everything open. I'm going to show you guys real time here how I do this. So this is a deal we've already closed on. And we made $50,000 in this deal, but I'm going to show you. I probably haven't underwritten this in 6 months, so I'm going to show you guys exactly how our underwriting team underwrites this kind of stuff. So we always open the MLS. If you guys can't use the MLS, I recommend getting access to it, paying an agent, and figuring out how to get access to the MLS. Then the first thing I like to do, open my calculator here and move through the important info section of the underwriting checklist. So the underwriting checklist is a great tool to use. I'm going to link it in the description of this video, but it's an amazing tool to use to work you through what you're looking for before you even get into finding data points on a deal. So the first thing I'm looking for, okay, when I go ahead and I drop a address in, I'm going to do a street view image, okay? The reason why is I'm going to start working through this list. So the first thing is, specs verified. That's easy to do. I go into Realist, I drop the address, and I'm going to find my specs. So it says 1-2. I don't really believe that I'm a 1-2 if I'm 1,500 square feet. So I always come down here. I try to find a previous listing. I don't see a previous listing. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop that in here. Sometimes Zillow will have information that the MLS doesn't. Okay, 3-2 1,500. I actually know this is a 4-2 1,500 because we did this deal. We actually are the ones that sold it to a buyer back in August for $50,000 fee. So I know I have a 4-2 1,500 square feet built in 1951. Okay. So when I know that, I'm going to come into here. This is the house right here. Kind of sitting funky on a hill there. I'm coming into the neighborhood here and I'm looking for a few things. The first thing I'm looking for here, once I have my specs verified, is neighborhood deterrence. I'm looking for, as it says here, I'm looking for crack houses, car lots, commercial buildings, anything that's going to scare off not just my buyer, but when they flip it, their buyer, okay? So I don't see anything. This is a decent pocket of Seattle, so I don't really see anything that's going to scare a buyer off in terms of crack houses, hoarder houses, car lots, anything of that nature, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to check that box. I'm going to say no. Double yellow deterrence. I do have a double yellow deterrent. My house is on a double yellow here, so that's a yes. So that can affect resale price. If I can't find a comp that can show me how much just how much it affects resale price, I'm going to go ahead and put 3%. Highway deterrent, okay? No, I don't have a highway deterrent. Am I on a highway? Am I near a highway? The way you find that out here is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go back to my my larger image here. I don't see a highway deterrent, okay? So I'm going to go no on highway deterrent. 3 data points, okay? So now we got through our specs, neighborhood deterrence, double yellow, highway deterrence. I need 3 data points, including actives and pendings that are in a half-mile radius and similar product, okay? So now I'm getting into actually finding my, my actual, let's see. I'm going to find my actual product here, okay? So I'm coming to the MLS. I'm going to look for a pocket, okay? Once I find my pocket, which is going to be this little area right here, I'm going to draw a rectangle around my pocket if I have enough data points. I want this pending, I want this active. So this right here is going to be my little pocket. And then I'm going to grab this circle here, and I'm going to drag that in here. And these are going to be my data points, okay? So now I know I have a 4-2 1,500 built in 1951. So then I'm going to come back here. I'm going to go to criteria, and I'm going to see beds, baths, square footage. Okay, so square footage is 1,500. So I really want to see between 1,200 and 1,900. That's going to drop me down to 12. One match. Sorry. So that's one match right there, which isn't great. So I'm going to open it back up, get rid of these, and I'm going to look at all the matches I have right here. Okay. So I'm going to start with actives and pendings because the way the market's sliding, that's really how you need to underwrite. So I got a pending here, 2.75 for 2,100. So this is quite a bit bigger. This is pending right about 700. And this does look like it was turned. So I would say this is a flip comp. Hardwood floors aren't super updated. Kitchen is dated, but this is, pretty close to a flip comp. So I like this. Again, lot size, year built are big things. This is actually an older home. Listed for 750, within 21 days sold for about 700 grand. Okay, that's a really good data point. Based on that, I would say, with this being 600 square foot bigger, it doesn't have a tons of beds and baths, but I would adjust 10%, for that extra square footage. So I would bring us down to like 640, 650 based on that. Okay, so I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put my first comp at 650. You don't need to use all the sections here. You just want to use, let's see, 650. That's a weird calculation. Let's see where that's pulling from. I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay, $650,000. Coming back, I'm gonna then look at this active down here. So this is new construction. It's not gonna matter to me. So then based on that, I'm going to try to find solds to back that up if I can. Those are way above. That's at 850. Let's see down here. Those are all bigger. Here's a 610, 1,400 square feet. This sold back in July. Dated. Similar size to ours, but dated. And we're in the low 600s. So that's going to make me even more confident in my 650 if we're fully flipped. Okay. Let's see what else I have here. Here's a 590. That's only 970. So I'm pretty confident here in my 650 number. Okay. So what I like to tell my sales team, I'll drop it by another 10 to 15 grand right now. So I'll give them a 640 number to go off of. So here's the calculator, right? So this is where the fun stuff starts. I have right here, I have my buy box ranges and my internal buy box desired for a buyer. Okay. So I'm reverse engineering what my team can pay and to be able to sell to a buyer at a certain number. Okay, so all you're going to do here, you're going to have access to this calculator for free. You're going to fill in the bold sections. So I'm going to fill in first. We decided we're going to be at 640. It's going to auto pull on your taxes, your excise, your commission, your excise, title, and escrow, all that. It's based on a 4-month hold. Okay, so right here for hold time, it's calculating based on a 4-month hold. You can change it to 3. You can change it to 5. 4 is pretty standard unless it's a pretty complex project. So that's going to be their hard money payments. And then the last thing I'm going to figure out here is my rehab cost. Okay, this is a 0. We don't know what we can pay yet. So my rehab cost, the way I'm going to find that out is based on square footage. Okay, so light cosmetic, you want to think about, for light cosmetic, you pretty much want to look and say, okay, does this home just need basics, appliances, cabinetry, flooring, simple landscaping? That's a light cosmetic turn. A medium cosmetic turn is going to be, landscaping, a little heavier landscaping, flooring, appliances, maybe some work on the roof, maybe some work on the siding. It's going to be a little heavier of a project. A heavy cosmetic is going to be everything but your electrical and plumbing. Okay, so you're doing the roof, you're doing all the siding, you're doing heavy landscaping, you're doing everything inside, and then studs down is your electrical, your plumbing, a full remodel. If you're doing a full gut, if you're moving walls around, that's going to be your studs down range. And then a luxury range is going to be, if you're in Bellevue, Washington, LA, where your comps are selling for $3 million, high end stuff, you need to underwrite based on high end. So that's how we decipher our buy box and our rehab cost. Okay, and you're going to see here 2 percentages. The more work a home needs, that you need to bake in a little extra profit for your buyer. They're going to appreciate that. They're going to work with you a lot more. Okay. So the internal buy box means the number we know us as a buyer or our buyer is going to want to be at for this deal. Okay. So we know we have a 1,500 square foot house, just about, right? So I'm going to pop this back over. So 1,540. So we know we're going to need a medium cosmetic turn. We're going to need pretty decent landscaping. We're going to pretty much do everything. Okay. So I'm going to go $55 a square foot. I like to be on the higher end just to be safe for my team to negotiate. So I'm going to go $55 a square foot. I'm going to multiply that by the square footage, 1,500. It's going to move me 82 grand. I like to round up to the nearest 5 or 10. So I'm going to go 85 grand for rehab on this house. So purchase price based on that. Now we start playing with purchase prices to see what the calculator gives us. So say I sold this at 400. They're going to be at an 82% return, which means we can be more aggressive. What about 425? 56, getting closer. What about 435? 47. Okay, so that's right around where we want someone for, you know, a medium cosmetic. They're going to make 60 grand. Let's actually pop up in Zillow here and see what we sold it to them for. I know we made 50 grand on it, but I don't remember what it sold for. So they actually bought it from us for 350. And the reason they ended up getting you know, $85,000 discount because when we got into the deal, there actually ended up being some foundation problems that we were able to negotiate with the seller and take that out of the purchase price. So they actually got 85 grand less on this deal. We made 50 grand, so we ended up getting the deal for 300, selling it for 350 because they had heavy foundation issues. But if this wasn't a foundational issue house, and also minor foundation issues, you can usually wrap into your studs down remodel cost, but there's heavy foundation issues, so we renegotiated. But with no foundation issues, this is exactly how I would have underwritten this house. The cash scenario too, I could throw it in the cash scenario just to see. The numbers are a little different because cash on cash return is what we're looking at. So we're really looking at on their money end of the deal. So their down payment's 104. On the 104, they're making a 56. That's a 47%. And a cash scenario, it's a little different. So if I go put the same numbers in here, on a cash scenario, you know, right here, a medium cosmetic, they need to make 16 to 18% on their total cash in the deal. Their total project costs 520 versus 104, and they're making 87 versus 56. So their cash on cash as an all cash versus a card money is going to be actually different. So that is how A to Z I underwrite that deal. So you guys, you really want to focus on making sure that you guys follow these steps, especially as the market turns, because what's going to happen, like I talked about in this video, the main reason people aren't opening your deals because you don't know how to underwrite. Okay, so start with your deterrence, start with the neighborhood, move into data points, move into finding comparables, move into finding rehab, and then reverse engineer what your buyer can pay. You're going to have a lot more success selling deals, making educated offers, educating sellers, and having a more profitable, successful business that's a real company that provides value for your sellers and clients moving into 2023 and beyond. So if you have questions on this, drop it below in the comments. Happy to help. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more tips on sourcing off-market real estate. Hope this video helped you guys.